Being the biggest streaming platform in the whole world, Netflix sure does surprise us with some of its unforgettable works and binge-worthy series. Be it a remake of an old show or a completely original movie, the choice is yours. Today, we will be bringing you a top 10 list of the best series you can watch on Netflix. Since this list will be discussing some series you might want to watch later, we will be avoiding ruining your experience and giving you a spoiler alert right now. We will be spoiling some details, so watch at your own risk. Number 10. Coming in at number 10, we have House of Cards, based on the Michael Dobbs novel by the same name. This political thriller series saw a lot of delays and conflicts due to the sexual allegations against its star Kevin Spacey. Production was suspended at the end of the 6th season, before Spacey was eventually fired. House of Cards was also the very first series to be produced by Netflix in 2013. The story is set in Washington, D.C., with Kevin Spacey as the Democrat Congressman Frank Underwood, and his wife, played by Robin Wright. The events start when Frank is selected to become the Secretary of State. Planning to get closer to achieving power with his wife, the couple seek their way to become the ones in control. Despite removing Spacey from the cast and being a show known for its delay, House of Cards never failed to receive positive reviews and even nominations for multiple awards, like the 33 Primetime Emmy Awards, Outstanding Lead Actors and Drama Series, and the Golden Globe Award nominations, with Wright winning Best Actress and Spacey winning Best Actor. House of Cards has an 86% on Rotten Tomatoes. Number 9. Believe it or not, a lot of people like to go and watch adult cartoons on Netflix, and Big Mouth sure is one of the most famous ones. This coming-of-age sitcom was created by Andrew Goldberg, famous for writing the well-known Family Guy series, along with Nick Kroll, Mark Levin, and Jennifer Flackett. The show focuses on Kroll and Goldberg's teenagehood, where they lived in suburban New York. Big Mouth is all about exploring adulthood and puberty in a comic way. Aired for the first time in 2017, the series follows a group of teens who are trying to find their way through puberty with sudden changes they've never experienced before. The teenagers try to interact with people and find a way out of their mental and physical troubles, and sometimes even encounter talking objects that can vary from a pillow capable of getting pregnant to the famous Statue of Liberty that can speak in a French accent. The show will never cease to surprise you. The show encountered huge success. That is, it was nominated for a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Animated Program. The series won 3 awards, 2 being Primetime Emmys for Outstanding Character Voiceover Performance and Outstanding Derivative Interactive Program, and a Casting Society of America Award for Animation. Number 8. Jessica Jones, also known as Marvel's Jessica Jones, is a TV series based on the Marvel-versus character with the same name. Jessica Jones stars Kristen Ritter as the main character. Jessica Jones is a former superhero who gave up on her occupation to become a detective due to an incident with Kilgrave, the villain of the series, that caused her to kill someone and ended up having PTSD. But when Kilgrave appears again, duty calls, and Jessica goes out to stop him. What makes this show so good is that it doesn't glorify the main character as a kind and nice character. Sure, Jessica is a heroic person, but she is sometimes described as sarcastic, rough around the edges, dry, and sometimes can be a total asshole. The show received a score of 81 on its very first season on Metacritic and a 94% on Rotten Tomatoes. It also won a couple of awards, like the Primetime Creative Arts Emmy Award for Outstanding Main Title Theme Music, and a Hugo Award for Best Dramatic Presentation. Number 7. One of the most well-known TV shows is Orange is the New Black, also referred to as OINTB. Orange is the New Black is a Netflix series made by Jenji Kohan and based on the American writer's memoir, Piper Kerman. First aired in 2013, it quickly became one of the most watched and longest-running original series. The story revolves around a New York woman, Piper Chapman, played by Taylor Schilling, who is in her 30s and is caught trying to transport a suitcase full of drugs and monies to her girlfriend, Alex Voss, played by Laura Prepon. Piper is sentenced to 15 months in jail. With a score of over 97% on Rotten Tomatoes and 89 on Metacritic, the series does deserve the love and fame it gets from fans and new watchers. Also, this TV series received 4 Emmy nominations, 6 Golden Globe nominations, and 6 Writers Guild of America Award nominations, and many more. Number 6. The Witcher is based on a famous video game and book by the same title, and was written by the Polish writer Andrzej Sapkowski. The story takes place in a fictional land named the Continent, following the adventures of the legend Geralt of Rivia, Princess Ciri, and a sorceress known as Yennefer of Vengerberg. Starring Henry Cavill, Freya Allan, and Anya Charlotra. Of course, there is no need to tell you how great this TV series is, since we all know how good the book is and the video game. The Witcher is the third most in-demand series on the streaming platform Netflix and has become the most viewed TV show in the US in 2019. The first season received more than 76 million views and was the largest for Netflix since the introduction of its new viewership metric. Number 5. Even though The Witcher has that dark, fantastic, and historical aura, it's still a fictional story, and will most likely be regarded as one due to the imagery. However, The Crown does discuss an actual historic event, the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. Created and written by Peter Morgans and produced by Left Bank Pictures for Netflix, the story takes place in 1947 after Queen Elizabeth II's marriage to Prince Philip, and the events that followed it until the 21st century, like Winston Churchill's resignation in 1955, and her sister's disapproval of marrying Peter Townsend, or even the Suez Crisis in 1956. If you're a fan of history, then this show is all for you. With a score of 85 on Metacritic and 97% on Rotten Tomatoes and lots of awards, including the nomination for a couple of Primetime Emmys and 2 Golden Globe Awards, this TV series should already be on your watch list. Number 4. Clearing out the drama with a fresh air of comedy, I Think You Should Leave is an American sketch comedy show starring its co-creator, writer, and producer of the show, Tim Robinson. The point of the show is that Tim must try to push his guests to the limits of needing and even begging to leave the situations he puts them in. The sketch might sound a little goofy to some, but turning these normal everyday situations into extraordinary plots for comedy sketches with some additional kinds of random humor are what a lot of people seem to prefer these days. With a whole of 96% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes, this Netflix series should be your #1 comedy sketch on Netflix. Number 3. We're back again with another TV drama show, but this time it merges with the coming-of-age genre. The Queen's Gambit is a 2020 miniseries based on Walter Travis's 1983 novel of the same name. It was written and directed by Scott Frank and Alan Scott. The series takes place in the mid-1950s and keeps going until the 60s in Lexington, Kentucky, following the life of Beth Harmon, played by Anya Taylor-Joy, an orphan girl known for being a chess prodigy who aspires to be the top of the chess world, while also struggling with drug and alcohol addiction due to the daily treatment she was given in the orphanage, causing her to become drug dependent in the process. Such heavy themes are what gave this TV show its sordid and dark vibes, which made it one of the most special TV series to watch on the streaming platform. Earning an IGN award, surely this TV show will gain more awards since it just started, and also thanks to its widespread fame. Number 2. Even if you aren't a person who frequently watches Netflix series, you will surely recognize Stranger Things, since it became widely known and loved around the world thanks to its unique writing style and 80s-related aesthetics. This series was created by the Duffer Brothers, airing for the first time on July 15, 2016, and achieving record viewership on the website. The story takes place in the fictional Hawkinstown during the 1980s, where the protagonists live. The news of a boy named Will Byers and the appearance of supernatural phenomenon spark widespread curiosity between a group of teens who discover that the local laboratory has been doing paranormal experiments involving humans that ended up creating a portal to an alternate dimension called the Upside Down, causing terrible events to occur in the town. However, a girl named Eleven flees the lab and assists the teenagers with their adventure using her abnormal psychokinetic powers. With a stunning score of 97% on Rotten Tomatoes and 72 on Metacritic, the show does deserve its widespread fame and recognition for trying something different and changing some of the horror genre's aspects on the perception of paranormal dimensions. Also, the cast of the series received a lot of awards, most notably a Screen Actors Guild Award, 2 American Film Institute Awards, and a Critics' Choice Award, to name a few. Number 1. Coming in at number 1 is none other than the beloved animated TV show BoJack Horseman. Just like Stranger Things, this series is very well recognized and known internationally. It was created by Raphael Bob Waksberg and also stars the voice of Will Arnett, Amy Sedaris, Alison Brie, Paul F. Tompkins, and Aaron Paul. What gives this show its original vibe is the unique cast and the satisfying way the characters are designed and animated. Like all of them are actually anthropomorphic animals coexisting with human beings in the same society. The show tells the story of an anthropomorphic horse called BoJack Horseman, voiced by Will Arnett, who is a previous star of a 1990s sitcom. BoJack plans to return to his glory days and relevance with an autobiography written by Diane Nguyen, where he shows his struggles with depression and addiction. The show does have some very funny and humorous moments here and there, but it sometimes surprises the viewers with some dark and heavy themes like addiction, denial, rejection, death, and many more. A lot of people approve of the fact that this is the best animated TV show ever, thanks not only to how it uses comedy as a relief, but also shocks its viewers with how it contradicts this in its atmosphere and aesthetics. This was the very first show on Netflix that received a whopping 100% score on Rotten Tomatoes. Not only that, it also gained a 93 out of 100 on Metacritic. And let's not forget all the awards it won, including 3 Annie Awards, 4 Critics' Choice Television Awards, and a Golden Trailer Award. So which of these TV series have you watched so far, and which one did you like the most? Let us know in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to get notified of our latest videos.